Sarjaksova, a Chinese language teacher and a PhD researcher. In this video, I want to share with you why I decided to do a PhD, how I chose my university, and how I found my research topic. I have been a Chinese language teacher since 2014, doing it full-time since 2017. So all in all, I'm coming close to 10 years experience of teaching Chinese to foreigners. I've always been interested on how to improve myself as a learner, as a teacher, as someone guiding students to learn Chinese language the most efficient, fun, and the best way. So this idea came to me about doing a further study, and I looked into it. I actually saw a job application being posted by one of the universities in Finland, and that got me interested in the idea of pursuing an academic career, perhaps in the future. So I wanted to do a PhD program in Finland, where I'm from, for a few good reasons. First of all, Finland is very much well known for its free and high quality education. Also, if I ever decided to move back to Finland, having a Finnish degree would be a great benefit for me personally. So I started to look into different ways of doing the PhD program remotely, as I don't have plans to move to the country just yet. After being in China for 13 years, it's not an easy to make the move back right now. As a Chinese language teacher, I of course always wanted my PhD research to be about my teaching and learning the language. I was considering between going towards more education field or more linguistic field. So I started to talk with people who I knew were also working at universities among these different topics related to China and Chinese. I got great contact just by posting my question on Facebook and started talking with different people. And I get excellent advice from there. I was talking with someone from the Helsinki University who really got me interested in doing a PhD and showed me that it definitely is possible to do. He also introduced me to my second supervisor at the Turku University, who then followed up by introducing the first supervisor for me. So my journey of choosing the university actually came from finding about my own research interest and then talking to people in that field and in different universities in Finland, and then finding a supervisor that I felt a connection with, someone who truly was interested in what I was doing and was able to help me on this journey. So that's why I then decided to go with Turku University after finding these two excellent supervisors who already supervised me throughout the whole application period that took over a year for the application and writing my research plan. Choosing the research topic was not easy because I was both interested in learning Chinese, teaching Chinese, or teacher education, but also in the language itself, in Chinese linguistics. So I was going back and forth on what I should do. But in the end, this old topic from the time when I was doing my bachelor degree came to my mind of student motivation. I have students who've been studying Chinese since 2016, and no matter what comes their way, they always just keep on going and progressing, and they just seem to always have this motivation with them and never losing them no matter what happens. Maybe their level is not the highest among all of my students, maybe they are not the fastest learners, but it's the motivation that really sets them apart from others. Then of course I've had students as well who lose their initial motivations for many variety of reasons and then give up learning Chinese altogether. So as a teacher, I was always interested in what motivates us. Why are some people more easily motivated, or why some people can keep and persist in their motivation. And for some, it's easy to give up. What are the reasons, what are the factors behind all of this? Because I truly believe that motivation is one of the most important keys to successful language learning. So I started to pursue on that topic, and my application period over a year was mostly done on reading everything I could find on this topic and putting my thoughts on paper on what I actually wanted to research, and then on the way also learning the way of writing academic English, which I had never done before either. Through this year, then my research topic and question became more clear on how does our motivation look like in long term, say for example during one semester. Many of us can recognize that in the beginning of a course we are very excited, motivated, but then the motivation often goes down. What are the reasons for that? How does the motivational levels change throughout the course? Or do they change? Do they stay the same or still change? And what is the reason for that? What is the reason for it changing? Or if it doesn't change, what is the reason for that? What kind of factors might affect it? So I hope by finding the answers to some of these questions, we can help to motivate our students and thus help our students to achieve their goals that they have with learning the Chinese language. So at the moment, I've been officially part of my PhD program for half a year. And what I'm doing at the moment is, first of all, for my PhD, I have to publish a minimum of 3 scientific peer-reviewed papers. And I have my plans for all those 3. First of all, I'm doing a systematic review on what do we know about the language learning motivation of adult students who are learning Mandarin Chinese. So for that article, I have gathered articles on that field and I'm screening them now to see if they are a good fit for my systematic review or not. For the second article then, I'm starting data gathering just next month through interviews and learning diaries of university students learning Chinese language in Finland, but then also among my own students, of adult students studying Chinese at a private institute in Guangzhou, China. So this coming autumn will be very busy in all the data gathering, on conducting the interviews both online and offline, and also having students write their learning diaries with relevant questions to learning motivation, and then teachers also writing on their teaching diaries to complement the data we can gather from their students. I'm very much in the beginning of my PhD research, but so far it's already been a very exciting journey, and I'm very excited to see what I can discover and what kind of data I can gather during this coming semester. If you have any questions about applying for a PhD program or becoming a PhD researcher, or more specifically about Chinese language learning motivation, I'm always happy to answer if I happen to know the answer, or if I don't, I'm most likely able to point you to the right direction of which books or articles to read. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one.